Maybe it's time to address the elephant in the room. EVs are burning, and it's not just a one-off incident. The latest figures are alarming, showing a sharp rise in EV fires. Whether it's at a charging station, post-collision, or mysteriously in a parking lot, these fires are happening more frequently. Car makers seem to be at loss, unable to curb this growing issue, leaving EV owners frustrated and worried as their vehicles go up in flames far too often. Take BYD for example, their showrooms have witnessed 10 fires in just 3 years. So now, in today's episode, we will dive deeper into this pressing issue, exploring the risks, the responses from automakers, and what it means for the future of electric vehicles. Recently, another car from this company caught fire in a showroom located in Fuzhou, the capital of Fujian province. This event marks the 10th such incident since 2021. A video capturing the fire showed the showroom engulfed in flames, and despite the efforts of 29 firefighters and 7 fire trucks, the fire raged on for an hour. The building and other EVs parked inside were destroyed. Yet fortunately, no injuries were reported. While the company enjoys robust sales figures, with 95% of their sales occurring within China, they face challenges in expanding their market reach globally. Safety concerns like these fires could hinder their growth and consumer trust. The situation draws parallels with Jaguar's I-Pace. Jaguar Land Rover has a history of lower reliability ratings, and it seems their electric model is no exception. After several I-Pace vehicles caught fire at charging stations, Jaguar had to initiate a recall. From my viewpoint, safety is of utmost importance for any vehicle. As consumers, we place our trust and safety in these machines daily. It is imperative for EV manufacturers to address safety issues with urgency and transparency. Only then they can maintain consumer confidence and achieve sustainable growth in the competitive global market. Last year was quite eventful for Jaguar's I-Pace models in the US market. Over 6,400 of these electric vehicles were recalled for a battery fix related to potential thermal overload issues with the lithium-ion batteries supplied by LG Energy. The I-Pace models in question were assembled at Magna Steyer's plant in Austria, and the recall spanned vehicles produced from 2019 to 2024. However, the story didn't end there. It seems that not all repairs were completed as intended, leading Jaguar to issue another safety recall shortly after. This time, it was for 200 units that missed out on a crucial software update. What caught my attention was Jaguar's advice to owners post-update. They were told to charge their I-Paces outside for 30 days. It's not every day you hear such a precautionary measure. Adding to the complexity, Jaguar introduced a new function that limits the battery charging capacity to 75% if an issue is detected. In such scenarios, the vehicle would prompt the driver to visit a dealer immediately. Shifting focus to China, known as the largest EV maker globally with an advanced charging infrastructure, it's also leading in EV fire incidents. The last official data we had access to was from 3 years ago, reporting over 3,000 fire incidents in 2021. Given the exponential growth since then, one can only imagine that the numbers have likely increased. These fire incidents are not just statistics, they're real events affecting people's lives. Take, for example, the incident at Kowloon Bay Charging Station in Hong Kong a few months back. A BYD EV suddenly burst into flames while being driven by a 53-year-old woman. Thankfully, she managed to escape unharmed before the vehicle was engulfed in flames. It's not just charging stations either. EVs have been known to catch fire while driving and even when parked without being connected to a charger. While moving fires can be explained logically due to various factors, like accidents or mechanical issues, stationary fires are more puzzling and concerning. Another incident occurred at Hangzhou Auto City, where due to a battery design flaw or a related component error, an EV began to emit smoke. Luckily, the staff managed to move the smoking vehicle out of the building to the parking lot. Despite the firefighters' quick response, they couldn't prevent the EV from burning down completely. This event is just one of many, and it highlights the risks associated with EVs. It's fortunate that no one was hurt in this instance, but it does raise questions about the safety standards in place, especially in China, where there seems to be a higher frequency of such events. Interestingly, despite concerns that Chinese quality standards might be lower than those of Western automakers, China has stringent safety requirements for EVs. For example, after a collision, an EV must remain safe for at least 30 minutes to allow enough time for evacuation before it potentially catches fire. However, not all EVs seem capable of meeting this requirement. The seriousness of this issue was brought into sharp focus after a tragic incident last year involving an electric Volkswagen that crashed into a toll station on the Hangzhou highway. The vehicle caught fire immediately upon impact, leaving no time for passengers to escape and resulting in 4 fatalities. This incident not only raised safety concerns, but also impacted Volkswagen's reputation in China. Sales reportedly dropped by 25% following the event. Volkswagen currently offers 3 electric models in China: the ID3, ID4, and ID6. But it's not just China facing these challenges. America has had its share of EV fire concerns too. The Ford F-150 Lightning is one example where fire risks have been reported. As someone who keeps an eye on automotive trends, it's clear that while EVs offer many benefits, manufacturers and regulators must work tirelessly to ensure these vehicles are as safe as possible for everyone on the road. The fire didn't just affect the one vehicle, it spread to several F-150 models parked nearby. The smoke evolved into flames that towered several feet high, and according to eyewitnesses, it took firefighters hours to extinguish the blaze. The investigation revealed that the pickup wasn't charging at the time. It was simply parked. The cause was linked to battery design flaws, prompting Ford to halt production for about a month. This wasn't an isolated case in North America. Chevrolet had previously recalled over 100,000 vehicles due to fire risks associated with battery design flaws and seatbelt pretensioners deployment during accidents. GM advised Bolt owners to park their vehicles away from other cars and buildings as a precaution. But why do EVs catch fire? Well, there are several reasons. Thermal runaway is one common cause, where overheating leads to electrolytes igniting within the battery. Short circuits can occur due to damage to the separator between the battery's anode and cathode, leading to rapid temperature increases and potential ignition. Physical damage to batteries during accidents can cause internal short circuits or rupture cells, which may also start fires. Manufacturing defects are another risk factor. Mass-produced EVs can have separator defects or faulty components within the battery management system that fail to regulate temperature and voltage. Despite these risks, many experts argue that EVs catch fire less frequently than internal combustion engine vehicles. However, standard firefighting techniques like water are often ineffective against EV fires. Foam and dry chemicals don't fare much better, and there's a high risk of reignition. So here are some steps for you to be safe. Choosing the right electric vehicle is important in today's market. With so many companies entering the EV space, it's easy to get overwhelmed. Some rush their products to market, skipping safety steps to stay ahead. This can be risky. When you're looking at EVs, think about more than just price. A low price tag can be tempting, but it doesn't always mean good value. Look for a brand with a strong reputation for quality. It's better to invest in a vehicle that's well made and safe. Regular maintenance is another must-do. A mechanic can spot small issues before they turn into big problems. Ignoring little glitches can lead to serious accidents, so make sure you get your EV checked regularly. Comment down your thoughts on this, and if you enjoyed the content, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more future updates. Until then, keep exploring!